come into mountain pose, feet together. You want to make sure your knees are over your ankles, your hips are over your knees. Slightly tuck your tailbone in, roll your shoulders back and down. Slightly tuck your chin in. You're going to feel like there's a string being pulled through the top of your head. Coming into mountain pose, we're standing up really tall, hands equal by the sides. And you can rock forward and back, left and right. You want to evenly distribute the weight in your feet. You may notice that you put weight in more than one leg than the other. You just want it evenly distributed. So rock forward and back, left and right. We're grounding ourselves. We're coming into our body, coming into our practice tonight. So let's warm up our spine. Bring your hands to your heart, and then we're going to inhale, reach up really tall. Exhale, come forward. Then come up. We'll do that again. Inhale, reach up really tall. Exhale, come forward. Inhale, come up. Let's do that again. This time we'll come up on our toes. Exhale, come forward, bending at the hips. Inhale, come up. Exhale. Keep going. Let's do one more. Inhale, reach up really tall. Exhale, come forward. And then slowly roll to the top. Your head's going to come up last. Back to mountain pose, feet together. Stand up really tall. Roll your shoulders back and down. So you want to stand up really tall because constantly looking at our phones and hunched over like this. So you want to make sure you stand up really tall so you get that expansion across your chest. So when you're hunched over like this, we're not expanded through our chest or closing down on that heart chakra. So you want to stand up really tall, roll your shoulders back and down, slightly tuck your chin in. So all day long, gravity compacts our spine. So we're creating lots of space in between our vertebrae. Now let's do some neck rolls. So bring your chin to your chest. We'll do 3 to the left. So just take your time. Finish, come back to mountain pose, and then we'll do 3 on the other side. Chin to your chest, 3 to the right. Just make sure you're taking those yogic breaths, so breathe into any of those tight spaces. Come back to mountain pose, feet together. Stand up really tall. Okay, let's come into chair pose. So feet hip width apart. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, make sure your knees stay behind your toes. We'll take some deep breaths here. See if you can go a little bit lower. Release that. Inhale, reach up really tall. Come down to your heels, come forward, bending at the hips, coming into ragdoll. So grab your elbows here, let your head fall forward, let your neck fall forward. So make sure you're taking those yogic breaths here. When inhale, push the belly out. Exhale, push the belly in. And then slowly roll to the top. Your head's gonna come up last. Come back to mountain pose. Ground yourself. Really press your feet into the mat. Your feet are kind of like a tripod. You have 1 point in the heel of your foot, 2 points in the ball of your foot. It makes a little triangle. So you want to press your feet into the mat, really activate your feet here. We're always wearing shoes, so this is super important for strengthening all the muscles and the joints in our feet. Make sure your knees stay over ankles, slightly tuck that tailbone in, pull your shoulders back and down, slightly tuck your chin. This aligns your spine. Feel that string being pulled to the top of your head. So let's put one hand on our belly and we'll practice those yogic breaths. So inhale, push your belly out. Exhale, push your belly in. Let's do that again. Inhale. Exhale. One more time. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's come into chair pose with a twist. So feet hip width apart. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, twist to the left. So you're going to look as far to the left as you can to deepen the twist with your eyes. Bring your arms forward. Let's release that. Inhale, reach up really tall. Come onto your toes. Exhale, come forward, bending at the hips. Grab your elbows. Let your head fall forward. Let your shoulders fall forward. Just take some deep breaths here and send your breath to those tight spaces. Drop your arms, slowly roll your head to the top. Your head's gonna come up last. And then we're gonna come into chair pose with a twist again. So we'll start on the other side. Hold on 1 second. Okay, chair pose on with a twist on the other side, so feet hip width apart. Inhale, come up. Exhale, twist to the right. So look towards the right as far as you can. Bring your right hand forward. Let's release that. Inhale, reach up really tall. Onto your heels, forward. Shake your head yes and no, that feels good. And then we're going to inhale through the nose and exhale through the mouth. Inhale. So let's do that one more time. Inhale. And then slowly come to the top. Head's going to come up last. Back to mountain pose. Center yourself. Make sure your weight is evenly distributed in your feet. Rock left and back, forward and right. Okay, let's come into half moon pose, Ardha Chandrasana on the right. So inhale, reach up really tall, come onto your toes. Exhale, come over to your heels, come over to the right. So really lift through the rib cage here. Really breathe into all these little muscles on the left side. So we're expanding our lungs, we're expanding that life force energy, that prana. So we really want to inhale and exhale. Let's do that one more time. Inhale. Exhale, up. Circle with the arms. Let's do that on the left. Inhale, reach up really tall. Come down to your heels. Exhale, come over to the left. You notice that one side is tighter than the other. Just send breath into those tight spaces. Really lift the rib cage. Let's do one more inhale. Back to center. Exhale, big circle with the arms. Shake that out if you need to. Actually, let's do some shoulder rolls. So we'll do 5 to the front. 5 to the back. And come back to mountain pose. Stand up really tall. Let's come into eagle pose, Karudasana on the right. So this is a balancing pose, so find that point in front of you to help you balance. Bring the right arm up, left arm under, and then bring that right foot over. So you want to bring your elbows up to shoulder level if you've been doing this for a while, and bring your hands away from your face. But if that hurts, just go back to doing what you were doing. Release your hands, release your feet, shake that out if you need to. Yeah, let's do that on the other side. So find a point in front of you to help you balance. That's your drishti. And bring the left arm up, bring the right arm under, bring that left foot over, and do a curtsy. So you can stay here, feet on the floor. You can bring your feet up. You can do this for a while. You want to bring your shoulders, your elbows up to shoulder level, bring your hands away from your face. Release that, shake that out if you need to. Okay, let's come into triangle pose on the right. So right foot forward, left foot back. Let's line up our heels and then bring your arms up like you're coming into warrior two. So then we're gonna inhale, come over to the right and then come down. So your hand is on your calf, your ankle or the mat. Look up towards that left hand. Make sure your arms are stacked. Look back down towards the mat. Make sure you're still breathing. And inhale. Exhale, bring that right left hand down, bend the right knee, and then come forward in a mountain pose. Stand up really tall, ground yourself. Mountain pose is activating that first chakra located at the base of our spine. This makes us feel grounded, safe, and secure. Feeling rooted like a tree in our bodies. So let's do triangle pose on the other side. Left foot forward, right foot comes back, our heels are lined up. Bring your arms to a T, and then we're going to inhale. Come over to the left, and then come down. And your hand is on your calf, your ankle, or the mat. Look up towards that right hand. Make sure your arms are stacked. Turn your right arm down, bend that left knee, come back to mountain pose. Feet together, stand up really tall. Let's come into warrior one on the right. This time the middle of our foot is going to line up with our heel. Come into a lunge, make sure your knee is over your ankle. Warrior one. Bring your arms up. Come into your lunge. You're going to square hips to the front of the room. Make sure you're taking those yogic breaths. We're going to activate this pose by pressing down on the outside edges of the feet. It makes you feel like your thighs are wrapping to the back. You have that wrapping sensation. So press down on the outside edge of the feet. Continue to square hips in front of the room. Relax your shoulders, they're up by your ears. Just drop them down, but stay strong with your hands. Bring your arms down, bring your left foot forward. Shake that out if you need to. Do that on the other side. So bring the left foot forward, the right foot comes back. Your right foot is at an angle, your heels line up with the middle of your right foot. Great, where you want. Inhale, bring your arms up. Exhale, come into your lunge. So you may need to bring your back foot in a little bit. Really press down on the outside edges of the feet so you get that wrapping sensation to the back of your thighs. Square your hips to the front of the room. Make sure your knee stays over your ankle. Bring your arms down, bring your right foot forward, shake that out if you need to. And then let's go to the front of our mat. Please come into a sun salutation. So bring your hands to your heart. And then inhale, reach back. Exhale, come forward. Right foot comes back. Then bring the left foot back. The plank pose. Spread your fingertips as far apart as you can here. Make sure your shoulders stay over your wrists. Coming into chaturanga, elbows stay by the sides. Come halfway down, all the way down. We're going to come into Sphinx pose, elbows under the shoulders. And then inhale, gently look up. Really bringing the shoulder blades onto the back here. Take some deep breaths. It's opening up that heart chakra. Slowly come down. Push back into downward dog. So feet hip width apart, hands hip width apart. Drive your tailbone up towards the sky. Drive your heels down towards the mat. Take some deep breaths here. Pedal your feet left and right if that feels good. Let's do one more inhale. Exhale, look forward, bring the right foot through into a high lunge. Let's add a twist to the right. Inhale, twist to the right, look up toward that right hand. You can bring your knee down to the mat if you need to. Bring your arm down, then bring that left foot forward. Slowly roll to the top, your head comes up last. Come back to mountain pose. Feet together. Roll your shoulders back and down. Stand up really tall, slightly tuck that chin in. Okay, so we're going to come into our back bend again, and we're going to lift through the rib cage instead of lifting from the low back. So we're going to protect the low back by lifting up here through the rib cage. So we're going to inhale, lift through the rib cage, exhale, come forward. And then we're going to stay here for a couple breaths. Just let the head fall forward, let the neck fall forward. Let your shoulders go. And then bring the left foot back into a high lunge. And from here, let's come back into plank pose, feet together. Spread your fingertips as far apart as you can here. Make sure your shoulders stay over your wrists. Your weight forward a little bit. Elbows stay by the sides. Chaturanga. Come halfway down. All the way down. Come into Sphinx pose. So elbows stay under the shoulders. Inhale, gently look up. So I want to bring your shoulder blades onto your back here. Roll them back and down. Gently look up. This is so important. We're always on our phones or looking down. This is really opening up our chest, opening up our heart chakra. Just breathe into that heart area. Inhale. Exhale, gently come down. Push back into downward dog. So feet hip width apart, hands hip width apart. You want to spread your fingertips as far apart as you can here. Drive your tailbone up towards the sky. Bend your knees if that feels good. You're going to drive your heels down towards the mat. Pedal your feet left and right. Take one more inhale. And then look forward. Exhale, bring the left foot forward. Coming into a high lunge. And let's come into a twist. So inhale, bring that left arm up. Look up towards the left hand. You can bring your knee to the mat if you need to. Bring the left arm down and then inhale. Bring the right foot forward. Exhale, slowly roll to the top. Exhale, come up last. And then from here, let's come into a seated position. Okay, let's come into child's pose. So feet together, Knees can be either together or hip width apart. Just take some deep breaths here. Okay, and then let's come onto all fours. And then let's come onto our bottoms. Let's come into camel pose, Ustrasana. Let's come onto our toes. And then you're going to bring your hands to your lower back. It's the back bend. So elbows are coming together. And then we're going to inhale, lift up, come into our back bend, exhale. Some deep breaths here. One more inhale. And leading with the chest, exhale, come down. Bring your hips down and then come forward. Bring your arms by your side. Bring your head down. Coming into folded leaf. Just let your shoulders fall forward. Take some deep breaths here. Okay, let's come up into a seated position. I'm not finding what I'm looking for in there, so we are going to do gyan chakra. So our fingers are in gyan chakra, which is our thumbs and our index fingers are touching. Our hands are like this, and then our hands are going to be out in front of us, like in front of our chest area. And then we're going to bring the right arm up over our head and forward, and the left arm, I guess, to the back, to the back and over our head. And then we're going to keep doing that. And what this does is this clears out the arc line. And the arc line carries, thoughts, actions from past, present, and we're just clearing that out. We're pretty much just making our aura lighter. So this is really important to do. So we're going to do this, and then we're also going to not hit ourselves in the head. You want to make sure you go up and over the head so you clear out the arc line. And then we're going to say the mantra, which is Satnam Wahe Guru. So just listen to the song, follow along. Satnam Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. Satnam, Satnam Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. Eyes closed down. Satnam Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru. Satnam, 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 Satnam Wahe Guru, Wahe Guru.
Satanam, Satanam, Vaheguru, Vaheguru. 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 Satanam, Satanam.
Inhale, palms face forward, hold the breath. Stretch the arms. Exhale, inhale. Hold the breath, stretch the arms. Exhale, inhale one more time. Hold the breath. Left, right, left, right. And exhale. Hold the shoulders. Neck and the jaw. Okay, let's come onto all fours. Let's come into cat-cow. So we're gonna inhale, look up, exhale, chin to chest. Keep going, inhale up, exhale, chin to chest. So 3 minutes of cat-cow balances all the chakras. Because when we balance the third chakra, it balances all the other chakras. Let's take some deep breaths here. Try to see if you can go a little faster. Keep going. Inhale, look up. Exhale to the chest. Push back in a child's pose. Hands come together. Okay, let's come on to all fours. And now let's come into frog pose. Okay, so let me see, am I gonna cut off? Come into mountain pose for a second. Okay, frog pose. So your heels are together and our hands are on the mat and our heels are up. And then we're gonna inhale, lift our butt up. Our heels come to the mat. Exhale, come down. Inhale, exhale, inhale, Exhale. Actually, let's just do a couple more of these because that did not feel good on my knee. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, let's keep going. It's fine. So let's see how many you can do. I hope you can see what I'm doing. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, come down. So your feet are like this at an angle. Inhale up, exhale down. Keep going, use the breath, fuel the movement. Inhale, exhale. Do a couple more. Inhale up, exhale. Now let's come onto our knees. Let's come back to child's pose. And let's come back into camel pose. Feet, toes are on the mat. Bring your hands behind you, elbows together. Inhale, lift up. Exhale. Let's do one more inhale. Exhale, come forward. Coming into folded leaf. And then let's come up into a seated position. Let's come onto our bottoms. And then from here, we are going to come into the diction meditation real fast. Don't forget this one. Thumbs on our temples, fingertips touching the top of the pads of the palms. Right here, we're gently clenching the back molars as we say sa, ta, na, ma. Eyes closed down. Inhale. Look up towards that third eye, the point between the brows. And exhale. Okay, let's bring our feet to the mat and then let's bring our knees in, hug our chest, rock left and right if that feels good. And let's come into Shavasana. So take up as much space on your mat here as you'd like. Let your feet fall to each side. Palms face the sky. Go ahead and take 3 yogic breaths on your own. You can put one hand on your belly, one hand on your heart if you'd like. Inhale, push your belly out. Exhale, push your belly in. Breath fall back into its natural rhythm. Let your forehead relax. Let your brow smooth over. Start to let your eyes relax. Feel a little muscle with the corners of the eyes. Just let those relax. Add a slight smile to the corner of the eyes. Your jaw relax. Your tongue fall back into the root of your mouth. Add a slight smile at the corner of the lips. Neck and your shoulders relax. You can go inside your shoulders for a moment. Feel the tension. Let the tension, let's go. Feel it moving from ice to water, water to gas. Go. Moving down your arms and focusing on your hands for a moment. See if you can feel the pulsing, tingling sensation in your fingers. See if you can feel the life that's here right now in your fingertips. Inside out. Focus on your heart. Asking yourself what's there right now. Maybe you're angry, maybe you're frustrated, or maybe you even feel numb. Acknowledging what's there. Add a smile. Without covering anything over, just adding a smile. Sit on your belly, let your belly relax. Smile across your navel. And down to your hips, just let your hips relax. Smile from hip to hip. Feeling the length and the volume of your legs as they take up space on the mat. See if you can feel each part of your body as a whole right now. Gently start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Bring your arm up over your head and roll over onto your side. And gently come up into a seated position. Eyes closed, bring your hands to your heart. And we'll end with spirit to spirit and healing streams of grace. So acknowledge your own spirit. So focus on the center of your chest. If you don't see a color, just make one up. Just pick one. So acknowledging your spirit, and acknowledge your healing guides, your ancestors, your teachers, the highest versions of themselves, and then the higher power. And we'll ask for healing streams of grace to come in, and we'll go ahead and fill in the blank. It'll look like blue streams of light coming over us. And then you just thank the healing streams of grace. Thank you. And thank you for coming to my class. Namaste.